Cedric. Hedron Crab, sack, Stinkwood Whip. So this is during upkeep, and now draw, dredge it. Golgari Troll, and you got the Golgari Troll.
Golgari Grave Troll, yeah, so he'll be able to dredge 6 during his draw step. And Cedric will have a huge graveyard. Currently, the worthwhile cards in Cedric's graveyard is 1 Bloodghast, 1 Iona, 1 Bridge from below. I did not see a Dread return yet in Cedric's graveyard.
Discarded the stain.
And he'll be able to. Still his upkeep, I believe, right?
I confused you.
He's going to consider doing a little more dredging before his draw step with Duran Rusalka. Oh, no. He drew. Never mind.
Yeah,
he's attacking in with the
and then
the
use
zombie.
that ability.
Yep.
Yeah, so now Zombie, Dark Confidant will not be trading.
Plays another Hedron Crab.
Hedron Crab again. No land, though, but...
Great card.
-1 for Ben Stark from Dark Confidant, getting a Thoughtseize. Draws for the turn, draws a Thopter Foundry.
Stark at 17 now.
Cards in
Ben's 15. 2 from the zombies.
Yep. Ben Stark takes a good old look through Cedric's graveyard. And I get a good look at Ben Stark's hand. He's got a...
2 Urborgs, that's all I can see.
2 Urborgs, Vampire Hexmage, Compulsive Research, Thirst for Knowledge, and of course the Thoughtseize and Thopter Foundry he drew this turn.
Cedric having a little trouble with a playmat. Bumping into it a couple times. Been thinking carefully of this play. Wants to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. Dredge could just come out of nowhere. Well, now it's not totally out of nowhere with the graveyard so filled.
Go.
I guess Ben wants to be able to cast his Thirst for Knowledge in a turn, but if he's got that Vampire Hexmage, I think I might play it there just to be able to get rid of the bridges if they become a problem. Which they might this turn. Cedric has the ability to win this turn. Maybe there's a muddle I didn't see, but even then, we'll get a bunch of zombies.
And nothing of interest
on that dredge, yeah.
On that dredge.
No good cards. But Cedric can dredge a full 12 cards if he chooses to this turn.
Let's see.
Sack Hedron Crab, get a 2/2. Dredge 6.
Thinking carefully here. Looks like Cedric
Bashed in for 4.
attacks for 4 first.
Ben's thinking about taking it, dropping down to 11.
No, he looks like he might be considering jumping, get rid of the 1 bridge, and I think that's what Cedric doesn't mind. That way, if he starts milling again, and
that's what he'll do.
6.
So Cedric will lose.
We'll lose the 1 bridge, and Ben will go down to 13, unless Cedric wants to sacrifice Hedron Crab here for another 2/2, which looks like what he's going to do. He's going to discard, presumably, Golgari Grave Troll, and then dredge it back for 6 more, hopefully not getting another bridge. That would not be good for him. Does not get another bridge, but gets a very important Life from the Loam.
Yep.
Which will allow him to get more lands into play, and trigger Bloodghast, and be able to sack those guys.
Right now we're looking at 1 Bloodghast in the yard, 1 bridge from below, 2 Ionas. What else is there? And 1 Life of the Loam. And I think those are...
Yeah, that's about it.
And a Golgari Grave Troll.
Yeah, Golgari Grave Troll, Bloodghast, Iona, Life from the Loam.
Take 2.
So Ben goes down to 13. Yep. Taking 2 from that 2/2 zombie.
Yep. Let's see if there's any more action from... Oh no,
if Cedric...
Cedric does pass. End of turn, Thirst of Knowledge. Let's see, Dark Depths drawn. And Vampire Hexmage.
It looks like a 2020 will come into play next turn. Maybe Cedric's got an answer to it, maybe he doesn't.
So Dredge, what kind of... They wouldn't be playing anything... Any real answers main deck. Iona has flying too.
Iona has flying too.
So Iona could be on jump duty.
I mean, Ben's a low enough life total that if Dread Return comes into play, if he's able to chump for 1 turn, then all the zombies getting Ben on the crackback could be enough. Probably will be enough. depending on what Cedric's last couple of dredges are here. Ben's thinking about what he wants to discard here.
He has 2 Hex Mages, we know. It looks like he's fingering an Urborg, and not sure what the other card that Ben's thinking of discarding.
What? Into what? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's been like 30 seconds.
It's like Urborg and
take that amount of time on it first.
Runes, I think.
Ben, careful not to make a mistake here.
Yeah, this is key turn of the game. Can't tell what he's discarding because his graveyard's off camera. It's kind of annoying. Draws Engineer Explosives. That card's very good against Cedric.
4 cards.
Gets rid of the zombies. But I think his plan this turn is play Dark Depths, play Vampire Hexmage, and pass the turn, hoping to make a 20-20.
Alright, and 2 black, I'm assuming, for Hexmage?
Yep. Unfortunately here, Ace, it doesn't really matter. If Ben wanted to play the Thopter Foundry that turn, he would have messed up because he needs to tap for a blue from the River of Tears before playing the land and then play a land and get a black from it. I guess black anyway from the Urborg, but didn't end up doing that, so no need to look for that. Cedric's looking through his graveyard. Basically his hand. With Dredge, you're drawing 6 cards a turn or more, and your graveyard is basically your hand.
5.
Cedric needs to get a flyer to play.
Yeah, it needs one desperately. I think there's only one Narcomoeba left in his deck.
He does have 2 in his hand.
2 in his hand.
So, worst comes to worst, he could just cast the one.
I think Cedric probably wants to use a Drown Recycle here this turn, but he's thinking about is whether or not he wants to get rid of one of his zombies or get rid of the Drown Recycle. Problem is he doesn't have any bridges in his graveyard, so sacking the Drown Recycle isn't going to get him an extra zombie. So he chooses not to do anything. He's going to go to his draw step, see what he chooses to dredge. This is an interesting position.
Loam or Troll?
See, I don't know if he can go for the Loam. It's like 1 turn too slow because of the 2020. I think he needs to go for the max amount of cards here and hope to get lucky and create a bunch of zombies.
Sure. Alright, so Loam it is.
He disagrees with me, so.
Right.
If he had a Hedron Crab in play, then I could see getting Loam, but.
So Loam's in hand. I think Cedric, with his hand right now, his only choice is to play Narcomoeba.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't like the Loam plays. You're not going to cast the Loam this turn because you have to cast Narcomoeba. Shouldn't you just get for the full 6 and hope to get lucky?
Also, Ben probably has enough outs to Narcomoeba to still just win on the spot.
I mean, that's true, but that's the only way Cedric can win here is either play Narcomoeba or hope to get Dread Return so you can play Iona so that Ben can't cast any black cards. And both of which you'd rather dredge the Golgari Grave Troll. You're not casting Life from Loam in either of those cases.
Ben puts the counters on Dark Depths. They'll quickly disappear.
Dark Depths, the card's seen a huge rise in value. It was in like the $1 binders, a little less than a year ago, like 6 months, less than that, 3-4 months ago. Now, we came to the tournament site here this weekend, started at $20. 3 hours later, they bumped up to $40. I think now they ended at like $45. They peaked off there.
And I'm not even sure if many dealers have copies left.
I don't think there were very many going around for all the people to play this deck, even though very popular deck here still today. I had a friend back home who was joking that you don't need to prepare against Thopter Depths because there aren't going to be enough Dark Depths in the world to have enough people play them. So Cedric gets in there with both of his zombie tokens. One of them Gets blocked by Vampire Hexmage.
Yep.
First strike takes care of that. And Ben drops down to 11 life.